What's going on, family? Your welding coach, Black Feniks, checking in. And today I just wanted to take a brief moment. I was actually working on a welding coupon for a student, helping them kind of straighten it up so tomorrow we can practice right before he get ready to go take a weld test Monday to start working on the bridges. So today I'm actually helping him getting everything lined out so we can start tomorrow. So just wanted to talk about me being the welding instructor at the Goodwill Academy. And it's ironic, family, that I'm here right now in Little Rock, Arkansas doing this. For those who don't know, I was actually born in Little Rock and I was raised in Southeast Arkansas and in Denver. So I've been back and forth, pretty much my life here, there. I've always been traveling. But being back here, being back home in Little Rock, and being the welding instructor at the Goodwill Academy, it touched home in a different way, family. And I'm gonna tell you why. I was thinking about it earlier. The main mission of Goodwill is to change lives through employment, education, and the goal is to help a person get a job, a better job, and a career. So it's the ABC effect here. And with Goodwill Love, they take pride in helping someone, picking someone up who was at the bottom, helping them get themselves established, dusting them off, and turn them into professionals, or turn them into, warehouse workers, whatever, a person path is. But their goal is to go back and get the undesirable people, the things that you no longer want, your goods, your items, you donate them, and they turn those donated goods into services, programs, and different resources to help people who don't have it. So majority of people, when they think of the Goodwill, the first thing they think of is donations, thrift store, somewhere they can go through and buy some items or donate something. But family is actually even bigger than that. And I want to highlight that because a lot of people, especially in Arkansas and especially in Little Rock, don't understand the benefits of networking with the Goodwill. Now, when I say networking, I'm talking about coming in, finding out what type of resources and programs they have that can benefit you. They have many different programs that can benefit you, different resources. But one of the things that really intrigues me and made me really find more information out so I can share it with you all is the education, family. They are now investing in education. So you can come down to the Goodwill Academy or to the Excel Center and you can get a free high school diploma. Soon as you finish that and you get your free high school diploma, you can come over here and you can pick welding or CCMA or pharmacy tech. Those are the big three, construction and the other. We have different computer online classes, a lot of different courses. But the big three is welding, CCMA, and pharmacy tech. And you can come over here, family, after getting your high school diploma for free and pick a trade for free. Now, I'm your welding instructor here, and the cool thing about me being your instructor, not only am I going to teach you how to weld so that way you can get a job, but I can show you how to weld where you can start your business. I can show you how to learn the welding so that way you can get the job, to prepare for a career, to prepare for a business. Or I can show you how to get the trade and go straight into business if that's who you are. Everybody got different paths. Everybody got different means and income. So, everybody got different budgets. So if a person want to do something great with this, I can show you what you can do with welding without you breaking the bank, family. So a lot of times people think that they got to go all the way out. You just got to get started, family. You know what I mean? And I remember when I got introduced to welding, family. And for those who don't know, I went to prison at the age of 16 years old and I got out at 26. And during that time, my mom introduced welding to me, and she actually introduced it to me while I was incarcerated. I was actually on visitation. I never forget this Saturday. She came down and she had seen a Tulsa Welding School commercial, family, and I'm gonna say it motivated her, and she was like, I got him, I got something for him. And she was so excited to talk to me, and when I came to visitation, she couldn't wait to tell me about this $100 an hour these welders are making. They're doing underwater, they traveling. You can teach. There's so much you can do with this welding. Welding is for you, son. This is what you need to do. And she planted that seed in me, family. And I swear I took off running from the day she gave it to me. And she ended up sending me some papers, because back then it wasn't Google. So she sending me probably 5 to 6 papers front and back of some welding information, how it started, some dates, some different things that they do, some different terminologies. And that became my Bible. That became my focus in there at 17. And it wasn't until I was 21 years old until I was actually able to get into the program. But when I was able to get into the program, family, I was hungry and I was ready. And literally the instructor that was in the program thought I had already been welding. It was just like coming in to get a piece of paper. That's how hungry I was. That's how I had made up in my mind, this is what I'm going to do. And I completed that course. I did 1440 hours in combination of welding. And then he was a master pipe welder, and he taught me how to pipe weld and how to fit my own pipe. So I learned how to fit pipe, bevel it, weld it together, cut it back down, get my root pass in, do it again. I was doing it several times so I can do it in my sleep. So I learned how to do that, and that's the only way you're gonna get good at something too, family. You got to do it repetitions. You got to put the work in. But when I left that program, family, I was able to start working in prison. I started working on maintenance, and from then, family, I have been welding ever since. And when I got out of prison, my first job, I love to share this because my first job, family, only made $8 an hour. $8 an hour. That's it. That's it. I was so happy though. I was out of prison. I was able to make some income, and I know they had said welders can make all this money, and I'm looking at this $8 like, where's the money at? But I was out of prison. I'm in a small town, a small area, so it all depends on what area you're in as far as how much money you're gonna make from the trade. So I realized that, you know, after about 2 weeks after I was on the job, the people seen my work ethic so good, they were like, hey, you about to give him something, he gonna mess around and leave. So they gave me $2. So I went from 8 to 10 in 2 weeks, family, 2 to 3 weeks, and I ain't even asked them, you know what I mean? So the pay started coming up. But it wasn't until I learned to travel and get outside of my comfort zone is when I really started making the money. In Arkansas, the most I have made in Arkansas, punching a clock in Arkansas, I believe I made up to $28 an hour, and that was doing D1.5 bridge welding. Bridge welding, I made $28 an hour. When I was doing regular construction here for iron workers, I made up to $20 an hour iron working, and I got to $28 an hour in Arkansas welding on a bridge. Now this is a D1.1 coupon, sample coupon that I got behind me that you see me working on. This is actually the same test you would take to do the bridge welding. I actually got a student that's going to be doing this soon, so I'm going to be helping him. But this is how I got my biggest check in Arkansas, and it was from stick welding. And I can do it all, stick, MIG, TIG. But I got my biggest check in Arkansas off of stick welding uphill, working on bridges, and stick welding on construction, doing iron working, putting in buildings. That's where I made my most money at. Now, fabrication shops, I learned a lot, but I didn't make a lot of money in fabrication shops. But I am a fabricator, but I made more money traveling. So for those who are gonna dive into the field, if you wanna make a nice money, over $20, you're gonna have to travel. If you wanna get until getting out of school, and like right now, the minimum wage in Arkansas is $11 an hour, so you can literally get a welding job starting out anywhere from $16 to $22 an hour in the shop, depends on your skill set and what you're doing. But fresh out of school, family, being able to go from minimum wage to $16 to $20 an hour, that's a game changer. That's a $5 raise. So my goal is, while I'm here, is to help person get the money, but show you the do's and the don'ts. Help you prepare properly. I love to say proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. I would say that religiously, family, because in every area of our life, those 6 P's, family, can be addressed and can be assigned to it. So I like to assign it to everything that I do because it makes me work harder. It makes me hold myself accountable. Because sometimes we'll say, oh, I got this excuse, or oh, this happened. But the reality of it is, when you look in the mirror, you know what you look like. You know what I mean? So a lot of times we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be truthful. And that's what I'm going to do here at the Goodwill Academy. So it's just ironic that I'm here and I'm a part of this program because of what they do here. But a lot of people do not know how they change lives. And just me being here, family, is a remarkable story for me to be a part of this opportunity to help someone else change their lives. And I literally changed my life from welding. Saved by Welding is a hashtag I started. So make sure you follow that hashtag, Saved by Welding. On top of it, make sure you follow the hashtag Welding Hip Hop, because I created that for the younger generation, those who love the hip hop music, love hip hop. I am a hip hop fan. I grew up on it. So I love playing hip hop and teaching, and I like to tell people that they can do both. If they're interested in diving into hip hop, they can use their welding money to finance some of their music to get themselves on the ground if that's what they want to do. But you need a solid structure and a foundation. And that's what I'm going to be honest with you for, family. So I want to be naked and not ashamed with you with my story. Let you know where I've been, where I'm from, how I messed up, business-wise, job-wise. There's so much advice I could give you, family. You don't have a regular welding instructor. I've been around, family. I've been around. Now, I am a little rough around the edges, as far as they say. I am from the hood, but I don't act like that. But I am, you know, I'm a little different. You know what I mean? So I'm not the type of person I don't brag and I don't boast. I'm just firm, and I stand on what I stand on, and I believe in what I believe in. And if I tell a student that I got their back and I'm gonna make sure that they win, I'm gonna make sure that they win. Now, let me say this. If you give up and you're not putting in the time in, just as the scriptures say, woe to a broken spirit, who can bear it? No one can help a broken spirit. If you have given up, there's nothing I can do to give you that faith to believe again. You have to believe it. That's a personal choice. So at the Goodwill, you got all the equipment and all the tools and the necessity programs and people to help you win, family. But if you give up, there's nothing we can do, family. There's nothing we can do. So for those who don't know about this program, I just want to let them know that this program is life-changing. It's 16 weeks, family, $37.75. $37.75. Do some Googling around for a 16-week program and just get some numbers, and you will see how good of a deal you're getting here. On top of that, you're learning stick welding, flux core welding, MIG welding in 4 positions, but we're going to test you in 2, and the introduction to TIG. Now, we all know right now, especially in Little Rock, MIG welding, flux core welding is where it's at. You know, get quick money. They got a lot of shops around this area, a lot of fabrication shop, a lot of people building and making things. So fabrication is going to be your quickest way to dive into it, unless you like outside work and like construction. And if you do, you want to make sure you get good in the 70-18 uphill. That stick is God. I call the 70-18 rod the God in the field. This is what this is. This is the God in the field. And this is an 1/8 inch rod. And you're going to use anywhere from an 1/8 inch to a 3/32. But you want to get good at stick. You want to get good at flux. And you want to get good at MIG. I'm going to say that, especially if you're young and you're eager. If you got those, you're a little bit more flexible. You know, you're a little bit more flexible. You can do more. And as you get on the job, you're going to learn more things. But if you get tired of traveling and being outside, you can dive into the shop Monday through Friday, or Monday through Saturday, and get a little overtime or whatever the situation is. But I would say this, family, you want to learn it all, family. Learn all you can. But I know stick isn't for everyone. So let me say this. If you come into the program and you know you don't want to stick weld, and you say, man, I just want a MIG, I want to do some flux, and I want to get some TIG down flat, then that's what we're going to do. This is not an average college program. This is not like a college program. I don't have to make you learn something for a year before I get you to the meat. We're going to dive straight into the meat. So this program is hands-on. I like to call it the 75-25 approach. 75%, we're going to be hands-on, in the booth, burning rods, learning, talking, watching videos. The other 25% we'll be reading and, you know, doing the videos and other things. But the majority of the time, the 75, we are in the booth, using grinders, getting familiar with the welding equipment, the gases, the bottles, how to set things up, all hands-on. So I just wanted to give y'all a little brief update about the program. So make sure you come check it out. For those who don't know where the program at, it's the same location of the Goodwill outlet here in Little Rock. So it's off of 7400 Scott Hamilton Drive in Southwest Little Rock. That's 7400 Scott Hamilton Drive, the Goodwill Academy. And I am your welding instructor, and my goal is to help you win, family, to help you get this trade and leave here and change your life, family. So dig this. I had to go live because I really wanted to talk to y'all about this too. I had 2 students call me. I'm so excited. It's Thursday. 2 of them already got a job, and they just graduated a week ago. They already got a job. One making 18, the other one's making 20, I believe, or both making 20, or something like that. But both of them already started. The other ones have already been looking around, so hopefully they networking with one another. They shared their contact, and that's something else I want to say. When you in school, share your contact with your classmates. Y'all network and become good, create a good bond, because you might find an opportunity. You might be in a situation where one of your classmates finds something that can share it with you. Y'all keep it in the loop. You know, somebody might be going through something and you got a great opportunity for them. So it's always good to network. And I do want to say this too, when you're in the class, my goal is to help you start networking for your job at least 30 days prior. At least 30 days prior, you need to start gearing your mind about what company you're going to go to, what they do, what kind of weld test it is. That's information you need to get. So you bring the information to me, and I can help gear you around that weld test and what that company do. So once you step in there, it's like you already been working for the company. You can step in, I step ahead of the game. So think about that. Always proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. So if you come into the program and you already got a couple jobs in mind, or your cousin or your friend or somebody you know might be at this one shop, find out what they do. And also do your homework, family, do your homework. Learn a couple things about welding. Watch you some videos on your spare time and just figure out, you know, what direction you want to go. The shop, the field, you want to build, you want to fix things. What do you want to do? And that way, when you come here, I can be able to assist you a little bit better with your welding by being able to point you in that right direction. You know what I mean? So the main goal of this, family, is to help you win, to help you get this trade. But the Goodwill Academy is a great program. And they really, really do believe in changing lives through education and employment. Like, they really do. So I just want to say this for those who don't know. Come check the program out. Go to Google. Go on the website, check out the welding program. It's only $100 deposit to get signed up. Call down here and talk to Miss Portia or Miss Elizabeth, and they can get you set up in the program. If you need a scholarship or a grant, those are available too. You might can get a scholarship or a grant. And just so you know, if you work for Goodwill, or if you go work for Goodwill for 90 days. So say if you just want a job, man, I need to get a job for 90 days and to pay for my welding. Go to Goodwill. Work for 90 days, get a scholarship, come to welding for free. There's many ways to get the bag, family, but you got to think outside the box and you got to knock on the door. I'm your welding coach, Black Feniks, and my goal is to help you win. And I can only do that by leading by example, family. Y'all be blessed. I'm out. Hold on.